They want to go buy the iPhone. They just take a low interest margin loan secured by the portfolio. Let's say it's $1,300. They send it to their bank account. That's $1,300 that didn't exist. They send it to the bank account. They buy their iPhone. They bought their iPhone with money they didn't work for it, and they didn't pay taxes on it. So they bought their iPhone with money that was never taxed. So they immediately did it. They never sold the portfolio to do it. So they avoided capital gains taxes. This is buy, borrow, die. And anybody can do it.
You're listening to Kerry Lutz's Financial Survival Network, where you get valuable information you just can't find anywhere else. To thrive in today's trying times, you need the Financial Survival Network, now more than ever. Go to financialsurvivalnetwork.com and get your free newsletter and gift. Financial Survival Network, now more than ever.
And welcome. You are listening to and watching the Financial Survival Network. I'm your host, Kerry Lutz. Well, believe it or not, there is a way to pay no taxes legally. There might be some risks involved. You got to think it over, obviously. But Mark Quinn, new book out, Pay No Taxes, and hey, I'm looking forward to hearing how one can accomplish this legally without being let off in bracelets.
It's actually pretty simple. By the way, yeah, definitely don't do anything illegal. They're all IRS tax codes. The book is 49 chapters. It's over 400 pages. It's simple. It's easy to understand. And specifically, I was asked to write it to simplify the process for ordinary Americans. So it's actually dedicated to plumbers and electricians and bricklayers. And I used to mix concrete growing up. It's factory workers. We wanted to simplify it so anybody can do it. So yeah, the book is Be Smart, Pay Zero Taxes. It's used the buy, borrow, die strategy to get rich and stay rich. And anybody can do it. The strategy is not a new strategy. It's what the billionaires use, but anybody can do it. So let me simplify it for you. Let's say that everybody wanted to buy an iPhone every single year, but they also wanted to invest. Let's say they did $500 a month into their brokerage account, their investment account, just a regular traditional bank account, right? So they put $12,000 in there, $1,000 a month. They have $12,000 there. They want to go buy the iPhone. They just take a low interest margin loan secured by the portfolio. Let's say it's $1,300. They send it to their bank account. That's $1,300 that didn't exist. They send it to the bank account. They buy their iPhone. They bought their iPhone with money they didn't work for it, and they didn't pay taxes on it. So they bought their iPhone with money that was never taxed. So they immediately did it. They never sold the portfolio to do it. So they avoided capital gains taxes. This is buy, borrow, die. And anybody can do it. We start people with $100 in a brokerage account just to learn the system.
Okay, so you're using this yourself here?
I have all my money is into it. And by our YouTube channel, I'll literally show you all my investment accounts, all my holdings. I show it to all my students. We have hundreds of people doing it. And it's kind of new right now. In 3 years, it'll be everywhere. We're going to have millions and millions of ordinary.
Okay, so
use any strategy because you can build wealth. You can retire early, and you don't need a retirement account.
All right, so how do you do with cryptocurrencies?
You do it with cryptocurrencies. You can do it with a company called Salt Lending. Salt is a company that lends money against your Bitcoin. So let's say you said, I want to buy Bitcoin and I want to keep buying it forever and never sell it. I'll just keep buying in the ups and downs. You keep buying it. You can actually take loans for a company called Salt Lending. They're a specific company that'll lend you money based to you. If you've ever sold your Bitcoin, when is it taxable? It never is. What if you just keep buying your Bitcoin? Well, you just keep buying ups and downs. You accumulate more of it. You would never want to sell it because you would trigger the capital gains taxes. But when you borrow from it, what if you wanted to borrow to go buy real estate? That's not taxable. So you can also do it with ETFs. You could take ARKB, for example. I do this in my Robinhood account. I'll just buy ARKB forever. I'll never sell it. If I need some cash, I'll just take a margin loan, send it to my bank account, and I'll spend money I never had to work or pay taxes on, and I didn't trigger the capital gains taxes. It's that simple.
Aren't you assuming that this stuff is always going to go up? Isn't that the basic?
You don't even need it to go up. There's complex option. There's complex ETFs. Like I said, an ETF, you can do whatever you want in there. They can do complex options trades, covered calls in there that pay 12%. So even if the market doesn't go up, I'm still getting a 12% dividend. When we started this course, we were investing in covered call ETFs. They were paying a 12% dividend, and we were borrowing at 2% interest. So you could literally buy, and then you could buy again, double the portfolio. You're getting a 24% dividend, and you're paying 2% interest.
But margin rates have gone up now, haven't they?
I'm borrowing at 5.25%, but my portfolio gets over a 26% dividend. So it doesn't really matter. My dividends this is all on the YouTube channel. Anybody can go to the YouTube channel, watch the video, look at my old positions, how to do it. There's even instructions on how to do it. You can actually get a very high rate of return, very high dividends, and borrow at a lower interest rate with no application, no credit check. It doesn't report to your credit, and there's no required payments on the loans. My dividend income was $4,800 last month. $4,800. The cost of the debt was $300. So just roll it on, keep it going. The more I borrow, the faster I become financially independent.
Amazing. All right. So tell us the book again, the name.
Be Smart. Pay zero taxes. It's use the buy, borrow, die strategy to get rich and stay rich. It's number one on Amazon in 3 different categories, and we haven't even sold the book yet. So it's actually out March 4th. The thing about here's, let me simplify it even more. Okay. Let's say the house that I'm in right now, I bought it. I put 3% down. Okay. So I had to work to earn that money and pay taxes, we'll say 3%.
Mm-hmm.
I took a loan for 97%. So let's say that's $500,000. Where did the $500,000 come from when I took the loan? Where did it come from? Where did the money come from? I signed a mortgage document. $500,000 just didn't exist. Now it exists. Did I have to pay taxes on the $500,000? No. Did I have to work for it? No. Did I have to fight inflation? No. So I bought a home. I created $500,000 by signing a mortgage document. I didn't have to work or pay taxes. See, when you buy a home with debt, you are doing buy, borrow, die. You buy it with none of your own money, which you never had to work or pay taxes on it. 3% down, the 97% just created on a computer. Didn't work for it. And then you grow it with no taxes. If you don't sell it, you never pay taxes. What if you grew it and borrowed from that home another 3% to buy another home? You're doing buy, borrow, die. You're doing what the wealthy people do. They buy assets. They never sell them. They borrow from one asset to buy the other asset. They never sell it. The rich people will take a brokerage account, fund it up with stocks they love.
Right.
Their Teslas and Nvidias and Broadcoms and whatever, and they'll fund it, and then they'll borrow from that to buy artwork. They'll take a $5 million piece of artwork, put it on their wall, and they go, that's ridiculous. It's not earning money. They'll take a loan from the artwork and then go buy stocks with it. They'll do it with real estate. We do it with stocks, ETFs, life insurance, real estate, cryptocurrency, and gold and precious metals.
Yes. They're all these markets blow up.
Well, is gold going to crash?
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? If you invest in gold, that's a pretty non-correlated asset. Bitcoin, we know the risks of that. Life insurance policies can never lose money. They can only go up and they can't go down. So that's another asset. Gold and insurance policies are different correlation, right? So again, for your audience, correlation, you don't want everything to go up when the economy is good and everything to go down. You want some things to go up. You want some things to go crash. If this one crashes, you borrow from that one to fund that one. When that one recovers, you can borrow from that one to fund that one. And you use correlation to make money. You want some to crash. You want some to not crash. And as long as you can borrow from one asset to the other asset, you can always buy low and buy low with other people's money, with money you never had to work or pay taxes on. So this is the system. It sounds crazy. It's exactly the opposite way we've been taught to do. It is the system that billionaires use. And this is why I was contacted, because they said, can you write a book on this concept and simplify it to ordinary Americans? I'm like, okay, so that's all I've been doing.
All right. So
for 9 months is writing and rewriting for, about 9 months now. And the book will be out in March.
The book is out in March, and we will have a link in the show notes to this interview. And, hey, sounds intriguing. I'm definitely going to read it and write a review, and maybe we'll have you back on after we get the book. And what's the website?
The website is theperfectportfolio.com. Also, the YouTube channel is theperfectportfolio.com. And you can go there. There's a video called How Ordinary Americans Can Pay No Taxes, pay zero taxes. They can watch the video. They can learn all about it. We actually developed a fully automated video to explain this, but it's really simple. And like I said, we start people with $100 in a brokerage account. They get over $2,000, they can press the borrow button, they can create money, and all the positions are in my account or on the YouTube channel. You fully disclose it. I can meet with anybody. I can just open up my accounts and show them exactly what I held.
All right, I love it. Sounds really interesting. We'll have a link in the show notes to this interview on financialsurvivalnetwork.com. Got a question for Mark, myself, shoot me an email, kl@kerrylutz.com. We're very much looking forward to the book, Mark. And hey, we'll have you back on after the book is out and I have a chance to read it and review it.
Sure, that'd be awesome. And again, if you wanted, you want to put $100 in, I could actually send you the instructions. You can even try it out for yourself. Kick the tires and let me know what you think.
Absolutely. You got it.
Sounds good. Great talking to you. Looking forward to meeting with you again in the future.
Likewise.
Thanks for listening to Kerry Lutz's Financial Survival Network, your solution to today's trying times. For the latest, go to financialsurvivalnetwork.com. Financial Survival Network, now more than ever.